Hey, it's been a little while since I talked to you about aircraft ownership and some things you can do to make it a little bit more affordable for you. Uh, One topic I want to discuss is auto fuel. I get asked this often, and I see it on a bunch of forums. People talk about pros and cons using auto fuel. Let me tell you my experience with it. As far as cost goes, you're not saving a whole lot of money. At least the places I've been buying ethanol-free auto fuel. There's a Buc-ee's by me that sells it for about roughly 30 cents cheaper a gallon than the next closest place around here where I can buy 100 low lead. Now on my airport alone, it's about $1 cheaper, but I can fly 20 minutes west of here, pick it up for $3.50 a gallon, and I'm getting it for about $3.28 some change for ethanol-free auto fuel. You do got the added hassle of having to lug the fuel around with you. Make sure you got the gas cans with you. So you're not going to save any time unless you just happen to drive by a gas station that happens to sell ethanol-free auto fuel. And we'll go by. And I'll go into how you can verify you truly are getting ethanol-free auto fuel later in this video. But as far as making it affordable, yes and no. We'll talk about this plane, Cessna 150 with no 200 on it. It does not scavenge lead out of the valves properly. It just doesn't run hot enough. It's a low compression engine. So one things I run into, and you'll see another one of my videos about a stuck exhaust valve. Intermittently, I get between 80 and 100 hours, I'll get a valve that will stick. Usually it's number one cylinder that does it. Not always. Last time it was another cylinder. But anyways, that's one of the problems running 100 low lead, is I just can't get this motor hot enough to scavenge it properly. Now you can run TCP additive. That helps. I haven't had a whole lot of luck with that. But the last time I pulled a cylinder on this was about 20 hours ago with the valve that's starting to stick. I was getting a little bit of roughness in the motor. I can just hear something different, and I did compression check on it and ran the prop through, and I could tell there's something going on with the valve. Pulled the cylinder, sure enough, exhaust valve was starting to stick. So I've been running auto fuel, not exclusively, but more like an 80% ratio, because I can't always get it. Sometimes I'm out and I got to fill up under low lead fly back. But I'm trying to do a little experiment, see what it's doing for me motor-wise. One benefit I've noticed recently is I thought I was going to put new O-rings on my primer. Well, since I've been running auto fuel, the primer's loosened up quite a bit. I don't know if that's related or not. I don't see the difference with 100 low lead and ethanol-free auto fuel having to do with that, but that's one thing I've noticed. Maybe a benefit, I don't know. The other thing I've noticed is this engine is really starting to run smoother now. I've owned this airplane for 20 years, and I know it pretty well. I can hear when something's going on with it, and whether it's an overactive imagination on my part or it's something truly going on, but it does seem to run a little bit smoother. Like I said, I've been running auto fuel about 20 hours. It's a little too soon to tell. Now, if I can run another 100 hours and I get a stuck exhaust valve, maybe onto something. I'll let you know. I'll keep updated with the videos coming on the progress, what I'm seeing with running auto fuel through this aircraft. But so far, I think the results are promising. It does run better. Another side note, if you want to be a little more cost-effective or cost-conscious with flying, most people buy Cessna 150 for time abilities. You don't care how fast you go. With auto fuel, you can pull power back a little bit. I can run 2300 RPM, not worry about the spark plugs fouling. You got the power pulled back. You don't lose that much speed between running 2600 RPM and 2300 RPM. We're talking about 8 to 10 miles an hour difference. Not a whole lot. And if you're time building, who cares? Stay up there as long as you can. But a benefit, pulling power back, a little bit less gallons per hour that you're burning. So you add everything up, it does seem on the long run, auto fuel may be a more cost-effective way to save money on an aircraft such as a 150 with an O200 in it. I'll let you know how things are going with that, but just a direct, upfront cost, we're talking just about 30 cents a gallon on where I get it. That alone, not really worth it. But these other benefits I'm seeing, it may be worth it to run the auto fuel. Like I said, a little bit later in this video, you'll see how to check, make sure you are ethanol free. This is key. Make sure it is ethanol free auto fuel. I can't stress that enough. I have had customers bring their plane in that have been running auto fuel. They weren't checking it to see if it was ethanol free. I had gas gladers corroded out. I've had fuel lines that would literally come apart on the inside. They're losing power. Intermittent power interruptions, during cruise. You come find out fuel lines are coming apart. Corrosion in the gas glader. I mean, it just wreaks all kinds. Ethanol is terrible for these aircraft. Stay away from it at all costs. But I'll keep you updated on what's going on. If you haven't hit subscribe. Just stay updated what's going on. If you like what you see, give me a thumbs up. And I guess that's about it. Time will tell. Like I said, 20 hours so far running auto fuel. I'll try to post again at the 50-hour mark and see what the oil is looking like, see what the filter's looking like. Oh, another video will be coming up. Will be how to properly cut open an oil filter and inspect. Another thing I've run into with customers, they don't really understand how to inspect a filter, or that you're even supposed to cut open an oil filter and inspect it. Anyways, that's coming later. But so far, stay tuned, and hopefully you'll get some positive feedback and results from me on the use of auto fuel. Feel free to comment if you've had other experiences out there, and tell me what you think. Okay, here's the method I use to see if your fuel that you got is really ethanol free. We'll talk about using ethanol free fuel, but you want to make sure it really is ethanol free. So here's how you can check it. I'm sure the camera can't see this, but this is the 2-ounce mark on this container. So add some water to get to the 2-ounce mark. Alright, we're right on the line, 2 ounces. Okay. And then I bought all this fuel at the same time, so you just got to check just one can. So add some fuel. Okay, that's way more than enough sample that we need, but it's okay. Bring it back here. Alright, you can see the fuel and water starting to separate. The water's heavier and it's going to the bottom. It'll settle right back down to the 2-ounce mark. Right there. Alright, that's exactly the amount of water we added to begin with. Take it, stir it up. Okay, you can see it's all getting cloudy, color's getting uniform, that water's mixing with all the fuel. What's going to happen is the water is going to attract and stick to the ethanol. And when it settles, if it rises above my 2-ounce mark, then I know I got ethanol in this fuel. Okay, we'll watch it settle. I'm really hoping this camera's picking this up. You can tell a very distinct coloration. I mean, this is more the yellow typical fuel color you see, then you got the white with the water. Okay, and it is right at the exact same mark that we filled it up to. So I can be pretty confident that the fuel I bought is truly ethanol free. So this is going to be safe to use.